What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you guys with another market watch today. Before we begin, I just want to say I was supposed to live stream yesterday on Twitch. Didn't get a chance to. Check my links down below today. Roughly around like 5 or 6 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to be live streaming, probably playing a remote duel tournament, and I have no idea how to play in for Noble Knights, and if you guys want to check me out, go ahead and let's see how that works out. Listen, looking at OTS Tournament Pack 13, I think we can all agree that just was not a good OTS pack. And it wasn't its fault. I feel like it came way too late, and by the time this OTS pack was released, well, the format really shifted, so a lot of cards weren't needed as much. Looking into OTS Tournament Pack 14, and hopefully that's going to be on schedule, what we're going to be talking about right now real quickly is what is going to be on there. I mean, it's been a while since we've seen a hand trap in an OTS pack. So my guess is definitely we're going to be getting a hand trap. No doubt in my mind. That's number one. Number two, Konami used to do this thing where they would do links, put a link in it, relatively new to promote the link mechanic. Well, are they going to continue to do that, or are they going to be going the route of a synchro? And then the third, usually the third OTS Ultimate Rare would be something that's really sporadic. I'm thinking another GOAT card. So comment down below and let me know what you guys think is going to be in the new OTS Tournament Pack 14, and why. And why do you think it's going to be in there? Don't say, because I want it to be in there, because I want 3, Orcus cards, because I like Orcus, and the Super Rares are all Orcus Super Rares, and nobody gets nothing, because Konami wants me, I'm Konami now. Just talk about, basically, what do you think is going to be realistically on there if you were Konami? Like I said, I think we're due for a hand trap, and Ash Blossom and Joy Spring should be that hand trap. Then again, the comment is worth $10, so there's a good reason it might not be. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, like button, and comment down below. Looking at OTS Tournament Pack 13, the values are going, for the most part, where you expect them to go. I mean, a lot of the super rares were really worthless, besides Scrap Golem. They're not bad. I mean, Deep Sea Diva is great for the water art type. Fallen Synchro is another card that a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players need if they want to play in for Noble Knights as a tech choice. ABC Buster Dragon. It's in there. I mean, this is like a lot of cute little cards, but nothing realistically we're like, wow, generate token, perfect. Been looking for those. Looking at Trap Tricks on Facility, another Ultimate Rare, which was flopped hard. Currently holding a $40 price point. You got Abyss Dweller, which for a while when it came out was roughly around $90. Is now roughly around $60. It hasn't even really realistically seen much meta play. And then you got Book of Moon, a card which actually is good for GOAT format. It's holding roughly around $60 to $61 market price. So I keep talking about Prankins at least once a week. I want to remind you that this is going to be pretty good. Prankins in the OCG are really realistically almost a tier 1 deck, or a tier 1 deck depending how you look at it. And they have 3 Max C's over there, and that deck still is like, I don't care, I'm still going to spam board kill you. That's what this deck does, and does it really well. Looking over here in the TCG, Prankins place can continue to rise. But the market price is a little bit weird. You see a $12 market price, you see roughly around $11, and then it's 13. It's just in a weird situation. I will say that Prankins place definitely is one of those cards that you're gonna need if you are even debating on playing Prankins. You don't gotta buy nothing else, but just make sure to have this card, because if the deck goes up in value, it's going to be because of Prankins place. Or another card you might want to consider, by the way, something that just totally came out of left field, is Ultra Polymerization. This is starting to see play in regular Prankins decks, and with a $2 market price, I mean, the light play first version is roughly around $2-3 with shipping, and this is a card that you might want to keep an eye on for. It does have a bunch of printings. I'll show you guys. Actually, I'll show you right now. There's 3 printings, I believe there is. There's the original print, Secret Megatin, 75 cents. Hidden Summons also has it for 21 cents. But if you want the original print coming Maximum Crisis, it's like $2. If you guys don't know what it does, pay those light points, fusion someone with fusion monsters from your extra deck, using 2 monsters you control as fusion materials, like regular polymerization, basically. 9 players can activate cards or effects in response to this card activation. You can banish a card in your graveyard, target 1 fusion monster that was fusion summoned with this card's effect. Special summon it, use a fusion summon from your graveyard, change the attack and defense to 0, and have their effects negated. It doesn't really matter if their effects negated. It's just, this card lets you go into a Prankin monster fusion, and then you just basically, you could use this effect, and then you gain more value off 1 Ultra Polymerization. This card's actually really good. And if you guys are confused about Prankins, come on my Twitch channel. I might be going over them today, or I'm actually should be working. I really need to probably do a video and show you why this card's really good, and talk about the future of that Link 1 with Prankins, because I think it's really important. Prankins go from like a tier 2 man, maybe even beyond, even casual players don't really play this deck to a real deck, at least minimal tier 1.5 here in the TCG, and that's me being really nice. So I think Ultra Polymerization is a card you might want to consider, and especially if you're looking to play Prank Kids, you're going to need Prank Kids Place. Next, Gale Dogdra. This card's starting to see a lot more play. At first, it was an OCG. Now, recently, we're starting to see more and more here in TCG with the Shadow, Invoke, Dogmatica decks. It's a rare coming out of Absolute Power Force. Only printing, by the way. Market price trying to be roughly around $3. And if you look at it, unlimited, once again, $3. You want a first edition version. There's one over here for $4 with shipping, and then you gotta go over here, and once again, it's about roughly around $4, and then after that, it's like $5 with shipping for the card. So, yeah, Gale Dogdra, it's a really weird choice. You pay 3 dozen life points, send much of your extra deck to the graveyard. Sure, I mean, it's not bad, but that's a lot of life points to be spending to proc a card. So, yeah, just want to throw it out there in case you guys, wondering why this card's a thing. Up next, guys, Kristalline Quandrax is a card that's another tech choice for anyone looking to play for Noble Knights. Maybe even other decks moving forward in the future, as it is a machine and a tuner that Yu-Gi-Oh! Players can go into to promote combo. But we are seeing this card starting to slowly see play in for Noble Knights. It has 2 printings: original print Ultra Rare Invasion Vengeance, and the Secret Rare, which looks really nice, by the way. Which is like $2, less than $2, coming out of Battle's Legends Relentless Revenge. Noble Knight Madrid is one of those cards that I just don't understand the value. I'm be honest, I get it. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are really excited about Noble Knights. Sure, even though Inferno Noble Knights is one of the best decks, not Noble Knights. I get Yu-Gi-Oh! Players like the artwork. The artwork is beautiful. Konami definitely, when this set first came out, really hyped this setup with a beautiful, gorgeous playmat. If anyone played back then, it was a playmat from Italy. Beautiful Noble Knight playmat. Little fun fact about Noble Knights: this is the Welsh storyline of Noble Knights. I'm not sure if that really matters, but yeah, it's not that realistically like it's like the King Arthur storyline, but the Welsh version of it. I thought that was a really interesting fun fact. Look at Noble Knight Madrid, and currently in the market price for the $12.50 price point. Unlimited versions are roughly around $10. And then if you want a first edition Noble Knight Madrid, it's like $17. And then it quickly goes up to like almost $20 for this card. I just don't understand why this card's worth anything. I'm gonna be honest with you, if you have this, you might want to consider selling it. Next, Madolche Queen Tiramisu. Madolche players are in a weird spot. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think Madolche is a really good deck. Definitely at tier 1.5, tier 2-ish kind of deck, kind of goes back and forth on that. The ultimate version of Madolche Queen Tiramisu with a $56 market price. Unlimiteds are around $47, but then if you got first editions, roughly around $61. So there's a bit of a stretch between the unlimited and first edition version of this card. I think Madolches are not bad, but is it worth holding this card at this high value? I mean, realistically speaking, if you have a full power Madolche deck, max rarity, you can get rid of that deck and start working on other like actual tier 1 decks. Or would you rather keep this deck? It's that kind of weird situation where it's like, it is a really nice deck, max rarity, but man, you can get a tier 1 deck with this. And there's no wrong answers, because I feel like Madolches, they have that weird mechanic where they always will be relevant in a weird way. Your opponent always will have to worry about them. Think about it. Going to Yu-Gi-Oh! Events, I don't think, especially with Konami, I don't think Konami's gonna ban Madolches. So every time we have like a event happening, if you set a weak board, Madolche players smell that and they just come in and just murk you. So like that's always a thing for Madolche players. Then again, if you're a Madolche player, you can always buy a tier 1 deck by getting rid of your deck. Then we have Spellbook of Secrets coming out of Rise of the Duels. Ultimate Rare with a $46 market price. Unlimited version is roughly around $45. And you want a first edition version of this card, that's going to run you roughly around $68 roughly. So, I think Spellbook of Secrets, Spellbooks in general, are a deck that you can play just like. I don't think this deck is good. I don't think this deck will ever be anything. People say, well, wait a minute, V, Spellbook of Judgment is really broken. Yeah, I guess so. Back in Dragon Ruler days, if Spellbook of Judgment came back right now, Spellbooks would still do nothing. I don't understand why there's this whole thing where, like, people are so afraid. And it's like this, like I said, it's this weird PTSD thing with, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, where, like, they see Spellbook of Judgment, and they went back in the day with the big combo when you go Spellbook of Judgment, and then you'll bring back that, like, you'll just put this weak lock on the board. Like, Lightning Storm don't exist. Like, Hardy's Fellowship doesn't exist. Like, Orgeki Dark Hole doesn't exist. Like, we have so many ways to clean Spellbooks out. It's just like Ash Blossom Joy Spring, Joel Lockbird. Like, listen, I think Spellbook of Judgment is a cute card. I think if it came to 1, everyone would freak out. The value of this deck would go sky high, like, in value. Even more than what it is already. and then I think you should sell spell books if I was you. I'm dead serious. Like, there's no reason to hold it at that point. Sell or max every spell books at that point. To all the suckers who think spellbook adjustment was gonna make this, and just wait, just wait, because the minute everyone realizes, oh no, spellbook adjustment is not making his deck tier 0, you just buy it back again. That's kind of mentality I'm having right now with spellbooks. Like, that's what I'm saving my spellbooks to the side. I'm just waiting for that to happen. That moment, like, spellbook adjustment inevitably comes off the ban list. Yeah. I just think about that the other day. I was like, why is this card still? Why is it still value? I mean, don't get me wrong. Spellbook of Secrets in the past have been used as an engine with Spellbook of Knowledge, sure, but that's about the extent of spellbooks. Unless Konami makes some amazing new spellbook support, which I don't think is gonna happen. Scapegoat coming out of OTS Tournament Pack 8 with a $59 market price, and I mean, you can see it over here, roughly around $58 to $59. Is a card that I still think people should be looking at. Listen. Gold format's never going to leave this game. It's always going to be here. And gold format cards will always be cleaned off the market. It's going to happen. It already has happened to a bunch of cards, and it will continue to happen to a bunch of cards moving forward in the future. The question is, do you think Scapegoat is going to be good in GOAT format? Yes. What's the highest version of Scapegoat? Well, it's Retro Pack. Wrong. It's Ultimate Rare coming out of OTS Tournament Pack 8. The value of this card, by the way, it used to be like $26. I mean, it did come on the OTS Tournament Pack 8, so there's still a plentiful amount in the market, but there's only, as we move away from OTS Tournament Pack 8, the value of Scapegoat just naturally goes higher in the market. Like I said, it's currently at $58. You got a wall of 7 over here when it's almost here 70, okay, on page 1. Page 2, it has a 6 wall at 75, and then page 3, well, there's just no wall, and it has the card bottoming out roughly around 300, 120, whatever. Listen, I don't know the value of where Scapegoat is going to go. I just know this card's going to go higher. Unless somehow, some way, Konami makes it illegal to play Scapegoats. Magically, they're like, alright, you guys can't play Scapegoats casually. Oh no. Scapegoat will go up higher in value. This card's a card you want to get right now if you don't have this card. This card's a card you want to really work towards getting if you want to play GOAT format. If you're debating on GOAT format, that's the card you need. No question about it, there it is. And in fact, we can go back in the beginning of this video when I showed you Book of Moon from OTS Tournament Pack Terrible, and I think that's the one you should also get as well. But before you even get that one, Scapegoat is the card you need, unless you only want to play non-GOAT cards in the GOAT format, which is possible. Hey, there are a lot of great decks out there, and then there are decks that use Scapegoats in GOAT formats. I'm just throwing it out there. I think it's something that you really might want to pick up on. Fight for a Kraken's a terrible card and should not have this kind of value. Secret Rare coming out of Fusion of Forces with a $14 market price. The value is roughly around $14. And I don't understand why. I get it. Like, hey, listen. It's a Solo Prince Secret Rare out of Fusion of Forces. It's been a while. Since it's been a while, there you go. Fight First, I guess, is a budget deck, I guess. They have a cute board combo, but like, you look at a combo and you're like, oh, that's a weaker version of every other tier 1 deck in the game right now. Even arguably tier 1.5. I'm not saying Frifers are a bad deck. All I'm saying is when you're playing Frifers, you're entering a gunfight with a knife. You're not necessarily, not armed. You're just not using the optimal thing. And in this case, if you're playing Frifers, you're not gonna lose, but you're not using the best deck. I don't think Frifers is terrible, by the way. I just don't, once again, I don't think they're as high as the ceiling as these other tier 1 decks. And you're out there and you like Frifers, great for you. You have a $14 card that, let's be honest with you, the minute it gets a reprint, is going to lose almost all its value, like the other cards have. So, yeah, Fight for Kraken. Tyrant Neptune, coming out of Shonen Jump Magazine promo with a $28 market price, is roughly around, well, it depends how you want to look at it. If you're okay with buying from a newly launched guy, the card's roughly around $53. After that's $450. So I just want to address a comment real quickly the other day. Someone commented on my videos and goes, V, just because a guy has a low sales doesn't mean he's going to scam you. And I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. The thing is, though, what are you going to buy from? Somebody that's new or somebody that has a star, meaning they have earned that rank of selling? Someone who's a store, or someone who's new and has a little bit of sales, like 0% 3 sales, which would be okay for buying that guy. So there's buying from something that's reputable, or there's buying from something that's new. When there's new, there's risk. And trust me when I say this, TCG players are well aware of this, as we all are well aware of this, and you don't have to ask far to find a story where someone with a low sales rank has screwed people. When you buy from somebody that has a low sales rank, you are taking a risk. It's up to you. There's nothing wrong with that. I get it. Every store at one point had a low sales rank. I'm with you on that one, 100%. And yes, that's true. But right now, tomorrow, the next week, 10 years from now, whenever you see a new seller on TCG Player, you are encouraged, and with low sales, and you're looking to buy from them, you are going to be dealing with someone that you don't know whether or not you're going to actually be getting your card. Just gonna throw it out there. It's a real thing, and this is why whenever I look at card prices, I rarely look at new sellers, and I look at those who have reputable, at least a decent amount of sales, because that's a factor in the situation. Like when Triple Detective's Talent got bought out and went out to $100, there was one seller with like 40 sales that had the card at $68. Was I gonna say Triple Detective's Talent's value is at $68? No, because that's incorrect. That's a relatively new seller. We don't know that's reputable. If everything else is 100 and one guy's selling at 68, it doesn't mean he just kind of forgot that one of a card's already a lot of money, not gonna be worth more. It's just not how that works. It's just, unfortunately, that's how this is. There's a lot of scammers, and it sucks. It really does, because I don't care about new sellers and their price points. I mean, as far as like talking about them, but you got to realize the fact that a lot of new sellers have more incentive to scam you than not. And when they earn through selling and having that relationship with feedback, then I don't mind talking about the cards. That being the line of the valuation. But we just cannot go into it that way. We just cannot, unfortunately. Then we have Dragons of Legends, a complete series. So this set's a set you buy singles from. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think there's a lot of cool cards in this set. I do think that Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight, definitely is going to have value in the future. Toon Kingdom, this is an easy snap value in the future. Cyber Slash Harpy Lady, maybe. Time Wizard of Tomorrow, I mean, Jinzo Layered, whether these cards have value or don't have value, I do feel like these cards will always still go up in value, because from the TV show, and collectors like that stuff. Also, Ayatamias, yeah, pretty good card. I think that's going to rise in value as well. So, there's a lot of good value in this set, but there's not value by buying those boxes. I understand you might want to buy the dice, buy them individually online. You want to buy singles, buy them individually online. Do not go ahead and buy booster boxes of a Dragon's Legends. You're going to pull value. You can see over here, clear as day. You're just not going to make the value you're going to put into it. Then we have Ronin Totem coming out of OTS. I got like a fly on my nose. Okay, Ronin Totem coming out of OTS 1 Pack 4 Super Rare. $12 market price. It's still $15. This card is $15 still for Ronin Totem. Wow. I mean, okay, hold on one second. This is evaluate this properly. The card has an original printing coming in as Shining Darkness as a common with a $3 market price. I mean, yeah, it's roughly around $3-4 for shipping. Okay, sure. So there it is right there. Then when you look at a super rare version, which is the only other printing, it went in value. All right, paleo players are not joking around. I get it. Ronin Totem is definitely due for a reprint. Coming out of OTS 1 Pack 4, which we're already up to 13, about to hit 14, and before that, Shining Darkness. This card is desperately needed for a reprint. Kind of reminds me of Swafrog, and how the fact that, like, for the longest while, there was only common and Ultimate Rare, and obviously the Ultimate Rare was insanely high in value, despite showing almost no play. Looking at Ronin Totem, it's desperately needed for a reprint, and that could definitely be a contributing factor as to why this card's maintaining its high price point, because who wants to sell this card? Who even knows this went up to $15? I didn't until literally today, so that could be definitely something that you might want to consider. Also, might want to sell this card. Then we have Black Soldier Chaos, Battles of Legends Heroes Revenge, $69. Neiman first edition versions are roughly around $69 to almost $70 for this card. All right, so Black Soldier Chaos has not had any reprints, despite literally every set coming out. Us Yu-Gi-Oh players, all of us, by the way, I'm with you guys, going, all right, Toon Chaos. Obviously, it's in the name. They're not gonna forget this. It's Konami. They put things like that. There's definitely be tunes in Toon Chaos, and there's gonna be some chaos stuff like Blacklist of Soldier Chaos. Turns out that that's not true. I think there were more hero cards in Toon Chaos than there were actually. Just call it Heroes Chaos, because we didn't get almost anything. Listen, I think Blacklist of Soldiers is definitely going to be getting a reprint one day in our lifetime. I don't know when. After the GOAT set, I expect this card to go up a little bit in value, due to the fact that, like, you know, that's like the last big reprint set we're expecting. And if it's on the GOAT set, yikes. No, seriously. This card's an insanely good Link 3. Arguably one of the best, the best Link 3, or at least the second best Link 3 in the entire game. And I do think as time goes on, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are going to find a way to put this in their decks. And if that is to be the case, Blacklisted Soldier, Soldier of Chaos is going to rise even higher than what you're currently looking at it right now. Do you buy it yet? No. Wait till we get the spoiler of the GOAT set. And if it's, and by the way, you don't even need to buy the GOAT version for this card to lose value. This card will lose value if it gets a reprint. But if it's not in that GOAT set, yeah, this card's not losing value. It's probably going to go up higher, so keep an eye on this card. Also, keep an eye on Pot of Zai's coming out of OTS Tournament Pack 11. With an $84 market price, Pot of Zai's price point is roughly around $66. And after that one's sold, by the way, it hits all 75s, almost getting back up to $80. So I think Pot of Zai is being a fact that's showing almost no play in all the meta decks is a contributing factor as why this card's losing value. I will say the minute this card shows any kind of meta play, the value spikes through the roof. I mean, instantly. So keep an eye on this card, because we're going to be talking about this card hitting $100, beyond $100 in the future. Almost no doubt in my mind, this card will easily be $120, $125. Easily in the future, and that future is a very close future. As Konami keeps shifting the meta for us, as we keep getting banless, new set releases, and new cards, and the meta just totally changes on us. In any deck that's tier 1 uses Pot of Desires, that value of this card is not going to be $66, $75. It's just not going to happen, Captain. It's going to go way higher than what it currently is. And I'm not even joking when I say this card would easily hit over $120, $125. Easily. So do you have yours? Let me know in the comments just down below. It's your boy V, and you paisanos have a great day.